Hello students. Again I think today is the last lecture of quadratic equation and we are going to take the three sums, rather word problems. Okay, and I have written purposely so that we will be saving time. So we'll start with this word problem. Suyash scored 10 marks more in second test than that in the first. So something is said about Suyash, and that also what is been mentioned is that he has scored 10 marks more in the second test. So information about second test is been given and it is compared with the first test. So what are you going to do? Let marks scored in first test be X, and what they have told us, he has scored 10 marks more in the second test. So in second test it will be X plus 10. Okay, then what is the given condition? 5 times the score of second test, 5 times the score of the second test. Second test is X plus 10. So 5 times means 5 into bracket X plus 10, because here it is binomial. 5 times, so 5 times the second test is the same as, is means equal to, as square of the score of the first, square of the first. So this is the given condition. Okay, and then they have asked you to find the score of the first test. So already we have formed the equation after giving the or reading the word problem. Okay, so now 5 into x is 5x, plus into plus is plus, 5 into 10 is 50 is equal to x square. All this I am shifting there so that we are getting a quadratic equation. X square minus 5x minus 50 is equal to 0. So now this is a quadratic equation. You can solve this quadratic equation by factorization. So what are the factors? 10 5s are. Okay, how 10 5s are? 10 into 5 50, and 10 minus 5 you will get 5. Now again here it is minus, so what you are going to say when it is minus? Middle term sign to the greater number. So middle term sign is what? Minus. So greater number is this and this is plus 5. I am doing directly 2 steps. I am just skipping. X minus 10, one bracket, x plus 5, another bracket, is equal to 0. So x minus 10 is equal to 0, x plus 5 is equal to 0. So it will come x is equal to 10 or x is equal to minus 5. Okay, minus 5 will not be acceptable as negative scheme marking is not there. Okay, so x is equal to 10 is what we got is first unit test marks. Okay, so from whatever you read the word problem, you should be able to form the equation. Okay, so shall we shift to the next sum? Next sum is Mukund possesses rupees 50 more than that of Sagar. So now something information is given about Mukund and is compared with Sagar. So let Sagar have X rupees. Okay. Then what about Mukund? Mukund possesses 50 more than Sagar. So X plus 50. The product of the amount they have is 15,000. So product of they both. So product means into. So X into bracket X plus 50. The product of their amount is 15,000. X into X is X square plus 50x. This will come here, it will become minus 15,000 is equal to 0. Yes. So now 15,000, what you are going to do is you are going to take out its factors. So factors of 15,000 you are going to take out. Okay. So that will be 150 into 100. Yes, so 150 into 100 is equal to 0. Here again, here it is minus, so middle term sign to the greater number, so here it will become plus and x minus 100. So x plus 150 is equal to 0 and x minus 100 is equal to 0. So you are going to get x is equal to minus 150 or x is equal to 100. Okay, so the amount cannot be negative, so this is not acceptable. So x is equal to 100. So find amount each one has. So Sagar has that is x, that is 100 rupees, whereas who is the other one? Mukund, he is x plus 50, so he is having 100 plus 50, that is 150 rupees. Now we'll see the third sum. The difference between the squares of two numbers is 120. The square of the smaller number is twice the greater number. Find the numbers. Okay. So now the square of the smaller number is twice the greater number. So something is mentioned about the smaller number. So we are going to tell that the greater number is x. So let the greater number be x. Okay. Then we are writing the same thing here. What is that? Square of smaller number is equal to twice the greater number, that is 2x. So the square of the smaller number you got as 2x. So what is the small number? When the square will go here, it will become root 2, x plus or minus. So the greater number is x, square of the smaller number is 2x, and the smaller number is plus or minus root 2x. Square goes here, it becomes root plus or minus. Now what is the given condition? Difference between the squares of the two numbers. So the square of the greater number is what? X square. And already the square of the smaller number is what? Minus 2x. Is equal to 120. So I am just going to write it in the form of quadratic equation. X square minus 2x minus 120 is equal to 0. I am going to take out the factors of minus 120. What are the factors of minus 120? 12 and 10. Yes, again here it is minus sign, so middle term sign to the greater number. So minus and this will become plus. So I am skipping the two steps and writing directly x minus 12, one bracket, another bracket, x plus 10 is equal to 0. So what does it mean? X minus 12 is equal to 0, x plus 10 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 12 or x is equal to minus 10. Okay. So again we are going to say what? Greater number will be 12. X, that is equal to 12. And what is the smaller number? Smaller number is nothing but this plus or minus root 2 into x is what? That is 12. Yes, that is plus or minus root 24. Okay, naturally this negative number will not be acceptable. So this is what is the sum. So hopefully you have understood. Difference between the squares of two numbers is 120. The square of the smaller number is twice the greater number. This you have to remember and write there. And as it is compared with the greater number, we are going to write let the greater number be x. Then again we are writing square of the smaller number is 2x, which they have mentioned. So this square goes here, then the smaller number will become plus or minus root 2x. Then as per the given condition, difference between the squares of two numbers. So here it is x square, greater number, and already the square of smaller number is 2x, that is minus 2x is equal to 120. This comes here. This is your quadratic equation and you have solved it by factorization, taking out the factors. Minus 120 is nothing but minus 12 plus 10. And then you have just substituted what is the smaller number and what is the greater number. That is x is equal to 12 and the smaller number is 2 into 12. That is plus or minus root 24. Okay. So today we have completed quadratic equation, the whole topic. of my crash course.